Oh, hello. Welcome to another video from 10x Investor Education. So I have been getting several requests. People are interested in Argo blockchain, which is going to IPO this week. And if you have a Robinhood account, you can apply if you are interested and then get allotted. I think the stock price is ranges around $18.40. That might change by dollar or two before IPO price set this week. So if you're a Robinhood holder, you can potentially get the stock at IPO price. Okay. So this video about let us cover Argo blockchain. Again, this is not an investment advice to buy Argo blockchain. So please do research yourself before buying any of the stocks. But you, without actually going through SEC reports and their filings and their website details, I have looked into everything. I will try to give you overall summary of the IPO offering and why does it look good, bad, or what are similar companies that it'll compete with. Okay, so it's coming. It's a 7.5 million stock offering, which is close to 10% of Argo's available stock. Okay, 75 million. So this is at this offering price, the market cap is around $850 million. Okay, it's very, very close to Bitfarms market cap of $850 million. So I will later show you the details, how the production numbers for July, August for Bitfarms versus Argo versus some other companies that closely compete with. Okay. So technically we can't compare Argo with Royd or Mara or the big companies because they're $3-4 billion and Argo is $850-900 million company. So that's the reason why we'll compare similar companies. Okay. So this actually already trades in London Stock Exchange, okay, LSE London Stock Exchange, and it also for US investors you can already buy the stock in OTC market, okay, with the symbol ARBKF. So this is already available in US market. So it's kind of uplisting for them to be trading in Nasdaq from OTC market. Okay, so there is a so recently Hive did like this. Okay, but Hive, they just moved their from OTC to Nasdaq uplisting. They did not do any special, you know, public offering selling shares. Okay, so that's why this is different. This is like proper IPO offering for a stock company already, IPO offering for Nasdaq. Okay, so on September 4th, 2 weeks back, I released a video about HUT mining. So at that time, I talked about Argo blockchain, how potentially on upcoming IPO news, the stock might go up. Okay. So at that time, exactly the stock was trading around $90. As with the news of uplisting and IPO to Nasdaq, actually the stock already went up by 25%, now trading around $2.34. So if you bought that, it's already up 25% in last 2 weeks. So technically, which means you could. So what I have been hearing is this is almost $100 million up market in last 2 weeks. Okay. So what their website in the SEC filing they say is current shareholders will get one new ADS for every 100 stocks of a OTC. Okay, so what does it really mean? So if you own 100 stocks of the current in OTC market, you potentially might get 10 stocks. One is to kind of this 1:10:1 reverse split. So what it means is, so when they announced this offering, the stock was trading around $80, $90. So the public price, the IPO price they set around that's $18. So it went up already like 25%, which is $2.34. So if you own already like thousands of Argo blockchain OTC market, one way you can play is actually sell off the stock $20. If it goes this week, Monday, Tuesday, $2.50, you can sell off the stock and actually try to get on Robinhood for $18. So you will actually make money in both ways. So, okay, one reason I like Argo. So there are so many companies in this sector. Okay, so 6 or 8 months back, as you guys know, I do a lot of research on these crypto companies, almost like 15-20 videos since days of Reut and Mara when they were $2. So I can understand. So what I look for is first the momentum, the option traders interest, and also how the company is marketing their company. Okay, so for a given example, okay, so if you look at last 3 months performance of some of these companies, just compare Hive blockchain versus HUT mining. Okay, last 3 months Hive went down by 3%. Okay, performance of Hive blockchain is down by 3%. Last 3 months performance. HUT mining at the same time went up by 140%. Okay, so both are Bitcoin miners. Bitcoin price is same for both of them. So why Hive went down by 3% and whereas HUT 8 mining went up by 140%? So that is the reason I'm trying to say, just based on the numbers of how many Bitcoins they mine, it doesn't matter. Okay, a lot of it is institutional buying, options trading interest, retail interest, and how good they're marketing and they're pumping their companies and the stock. Okay, these are the 4 factors to keep mind about this company. Okay, so first of all, when Argo just was listing on London Stock Exchange, lot of US based ETFs like BlackRock, Vanguard, none of them they won't invest into that. Okay, so they had to be listed in NASDAQ or NYSE for these companies to buy US based funds. That's the reason a lot of companies try to get listed in NASDAQ so that they can wide audiences they can get to purchase. Okay, so that's the exact reason Argo close to went up $4 at some point January, February. Since then it actually going down every week. Even the Bitcoin price was going up. Okay, so we didn't have a lot of good, and also in OTC market, so it's very easy to manipulate the price, especially there is not a lot of volume. Okay, so hopefully there is enough interest, there is a volume, and there is hopefully options trading comes in Argo. If there is no options trading, I wouldn't even probably buy after IPO. The reason, let me tell you, though, Hive still doesn't have options. Not too much, retail interest. There is volume, but not too much retail interest. So whereas HUT, too much real interest and options at $6, $7, it keeps on going. So that is the difference between different companies. So you can't just compare based on how many Bitcoin they produce. One thing you have to keep in mind is, so a lot of these companies might not survive over a long period of time if Bitcoin crashes to, let us say, 10,000 or 20,000. Okay, I know. I'm not trying to be pessimistic because everybody tries to pump saying Bitcoin is going to put 100,000 by the year end. Okay, nothing like that. I don't believe in that kind of pumping. So what I look for is who can survive if Bitcoin price crashes to 10,000 or $15,000. Okay, not saying it will crash to 15,000, but there is chance it might go 30,000 easily because it just went in 2 months back. So only the big mining companies whose Bitcoin production is really low, anywhere between $3, $5, $4, $7,000, $6,000, they will survive. Okay, so for example, the reason why I like Argo, because there is a lot of green energy. Okay, so basically their mining places are in Canada as well as in US, and so they use a lot of green energy, which is including wind, solar, hydropower, and it is trying to get to net zero emissions by 2030. So a lot of Bitcoin mining companies get to there, but they're already a lot of their their mine production has a Bitcoin mine production as actually uses green energy. And if some ESG funds looking for one of the greenest Bitcoin mining company, this could be the one that they interest them. So if you look at their Bitcoin production numbers, Argo mined close to 225 Bitcoin in August. Okay, actually in July, and then August they mined around 200 bitcoins. So every mining company they produced in July very high numbers. It's probably the peakest for the year. Reasons because June, July, all China mining companies went down offline. So the hash power, all these companies got hash power, and it was easy to mine for these companies. So that's the reason why they are able to produce a lot of Bitcoin. These companies, okay. So peak August is 225, okay. So an 800 million dollar market cap. Okay, let's compare exactly similar market cap is Bitfarms. So they produced 391 bitcoins in July and 350 bitcoins in August. Okay, so they're almost like 50% or 60% more than Argo blockchain. Okay, I'm not trying to pump Bitfarms here or HUT anything here. I'm just trying to compare apples versus apples or apples versus oranges. So Bitfarms actually mined a lot more compared to Argo blockchain at the same market cap. And actually Argo blockchain owns right now 1600 bitcoins, whereas Bitfarms owns 2000 bitcoins. Okay, so similarly you can compare with HUT, BTBT. So they're a lot more cheaper than what Argo going. A lot of people think Argo is cheaper. No, that is not true. And always do not go by the vast value stock price. Okay, so if Hive trades at $3 doesn't mean that there's the cheapest company. Okay, that is $1.5 billion company already. So go with the market momentum, options, and retail interest, and how the prices is going to go up. That's what deciding, not just purely based on value on Bitcoin numbers. Okay, so as I said, so they actually mined 225 and 206 bitcoins for July and August, and also they sold 61 bitcoins in the month of August at average price of $35,000 to raise capital. Okay, and 1616 bitcoins they actually held in their wallet. Okay, so they have around 20,000 mining machines, and they can generate around 1075 petahash per second, which they actually go up to I think 3000 near time. Okay, so and also Quebec, Canada is where to 15 petahash out of this 1100 petahash they actually generate through their own mining facilities, and the rest of them is actually in the hosted facilities. Remember, so 80% is hosted, 20% is their own. Anytime they do their own mining, their own hosting centers, the cost is really cheap because you're not paying third person to maintain that hosting. Okay, so that is the reason why they have to improve it. Okay, so hopefully you like the characteristics where I'm going into. So I'm not saying this is a bad or a great IPO. What I am saying is recently, if you compare with Bitcoin mining company that went to public, right, which is Cipher Mining, symbol is CIPR. So the Cipher Mining is a SPAC, which Bitcoin mining company, and it went at $10. It is now right now trading at $13, which is close to 30% upside. And we don't even know the July August numbers. I don't think they actually produced 20 or 30, 200 or 300 bitcoins. Okay, so if you take and compare that momentum, so after if it goes to $18, potentially it might go to $20 or $22 after opening. And then I think the price mostly depends on actually the Bitcoin. Okay, most of these stocks they depend on Bitcoin and retail interest. Okay, that's how it's going to go. Okay, so there are so many companies compared to last 6 months, and now there are like tons of companies that are coming into this market in this sector. Okay, so the reason being is, for example, take Argo blockchain, their profit margin is 86% recently. What is really means is they didn't officially tell you that this is their Bitcoin production cost, but if you look at the margin, if you look at price of the Bitcoin, technically they are mining probably Bitcoin at $6,000 to $7,000 range based on my calculation. And this is purely based on my calculations. Okay, so similar as I said, Bitfarms mined 400 bitcoins for July and 350 bitcoins for August. So on a lot cheaper. The reason their stock price went down is because they did a huge like $500 million market offering, which is still probably going, which is not done yet. And HUT 8 also did offering, and it ended September 17th. Okay, so if Bitcoin comes back to anywhere between 48, 49, $50,000, I think I can easily see all the stock prices go 10, 20, 30% in near term. And if it falls down to $45,000, it's the reverse. They can go down 10, 20%. Okay. So this is what about Argo blockchain. This is nothing crazy or special. Like they don't own like now 200 patents, and then they have strongest management. But this is about IPO and how much they are going for the IPO. Okay. So as I research more into this sector, so one company I have been closely following is known as Core Scientific. Okay. So which is actually going to be bigger than Reut and Mara, which is going through public through SPAC merger with Power and a Digital Infrastructure Acquisition Corporation. The symbol is XPDI. Okay. So that is another video to go through the company. And as I dig into more, a lot more actually good companies are investing into that company because they have a lot of patents and they have been there for a while and they have been profitable for a long time. And their Bitcoin production cost for self mining, self hosting is around $2,700. Okay, Bitcoin, their XPDA, the Bitcoin self mining for Core Scientific is $2,700, guys. So it's all there. So that is where you need to look for long term. When the valuation comes or when Bitcoin crashes, what we need to look for is who is the cheapest Bitcoin producer who will not go bankrupt or out of, so that is what you need to look for, who can survive. Okay, so hopefully this helps in deciding Argo, whether you want to buy Argo or listing, get shares on Robinhood, or want to buy in secondary offering. Please click the like button. And I talked about Voyager Digital multiple times. So if you're interested, click on the link below and you will get a $25 free Bitcoin for signing up. Okay, so I use Voyager Digital a lot, and actually, I trade between stable coins where I get 9% interest, and then I switch between stable and coins like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Cardano. When this prices goes down, so I switch between them, and when I go up again, sell and move the money to USDC. It's a matter of few clicks on your app. Okay, I still like why is it digital. Okay, so hopefully see you in next video. Please click the like button. Thank you.